G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of our new Factorio series. This is episode 3. The series is now being called Lakeworld, and you'll start to see why. There's our little friends that are hopefully going to play a part in this episode, maybe? Well, we say hopefully, but I'll probably I'll probably freak out when they do turn up, especially these guys. But let's see about it. This episode's going to be all about the bus. We started off setting up the bus last episode, and we're going to be getting right into it. So let's go and have a look here. I need some balancing on this line. I will do that at some points. I like the little passing through the forest. I do like that bit. That is nice. I can imagine all this is going to be gone soon because we are going to be building a bus. And I've been having a little think about the bus as well. We'll get into the bus. Let's get into the bus setup. And I've been doing some reading online and just having a little bit of a look at things. And in my last playthrough, I did the bus slightly different to how most people play Factorio, so I'm thinking I'm going to try and do it a bit more the proper way. So in the meantime, why don't you enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I will see you in just a sec. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just craft up some of these assembling machines. So you can do 5. They do take quite a bit to go there, but it's going to do a batch of 5. Let's do 10, and that could be quite nice. And also we've got 180 belts, so let's just do a few more belts. What else do I need? I'll do a few more of these yellow inserters and a few of these as well. Oh no, that seems like everything at the moment. I will grab myself, I'll go ahead and grab some more of these as well, just so we've got them in the kitty there, running against the grain there. Yeah, that's nice. Let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so they'll be crafting up and that will be lovely. In addition, I suppose the next thing I could do is also just craft up manually a few more of these guys. Let's just do 20 of those, make it 30, and set the next production, next research. So this one here, fast inserters, is 30, this is 50. I'm just looking at the numbers. We'll start with the low ones and we'll just get them going. We want to automate the science as soon as possible, but first things first. Now let's talk about the bus. So we've got the bus here and we've got these guys. So we've got 4 of them and 4 of them, and that's all lovely for the moment. Now the next thing I'm going to want to do is I've got a big gap here. I was thinking as well, before we put the gap, why don't we put the next important stuff just next to it? So I think what we'll do is we'll do a gap of 2. Yeah, I'm going to just do this again. I've had to rethink about all this. I'm going to do the next one here first, and then we'll do the gap. So I'll do the next 4, so another 4, and then we'll start doing the 2s. So there we'll do the 2s, and it might be something like this, but I'll leave the bottom part of the bus for now. Now, I was thinking we would build to the top of the bus as well, and I think we will do that. we'll build to the top. I've got plenty of room, and it's going to be good. Let's think about the very first thing we need to start building here today. Right, what is the most commonly used thing that we think we'll need? I think, I want to put iron gear wheels. Now, there's I was going to put iron gear wheels onto the bus, but there's a chain of thought that you don't need to. That you can make them locally. Specifically, KOS mentioned that. Now, I just don't want to be kind of researching everything and minutely copying all the Factorio experts. I wanted a bit more of my playthrough. That's how I've been progressing in the game, and I kind of think that's the better way. So I am going to put them back onto the bus, and I'm going to put them down here as one of these lines. So yeah, I think let me see. So it's going to be circuits and those, and I think I'll do 2 and then 2. So I'll do 2 of the silvers, 2 of the cogs and 2 of the circuits, and that's what those will be. Now I believe, let me see. Yes, okay, right. Now we need to talk about, let's get the very first line going out. And we need to talk about some spacing, because I want the spacing to be kind of nice. So let me do a bit of this. A bit of this for the moment. I know it's using up my belts. Yeah, it is using up all those belts. Okay, let's just do that. And we'll talk about the spacing. So the very first machines can be around here, but I want a nice little gap before we put the machine. So I want the arms, or the arrays, I should call them the arrays, to come up here. Now let me think. Okay, how do we do this again? We need to work out what we're making. So we're making these guys, and these guys are made with iron plates in a machine. Okay, so let me put the crafting machine here, level 1 thereof, and let me think about the spacing here. Okay, so just grab this. Yeah, and we want the spacing to be well, I want it to be so there'll be a gap of, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So 1 2 3 and 4 is inclusive. 5 6, maybe a gap of 6 could be good. 6 7 and 8. Yeah, let me do that. Right, so he'll be there as the 8, right? There's a spacer. And so let's make the very first one. Let's get the very first one happening. Okay, so I'll put him. I think we can start off reasonably early, can't we? Yeah, we can. Okay, so let's put him there. So he's going to go here. And I want to see if I can get these guys grouped together like this. Can I do this without... I'm just thinking about the power lines. Yeah, let me see about this. Let me try and get them nice and spaced out. Nice and spaced. Don't want to overthink it. We want this to kind of, you know, work organically. Now we'll put the splitter. Let's put him now. He's going forward, so the splitter needs to go. Well, let's put the line in first, actually. Rightio. So this line heading upwards away, it needs to be here. This is the feeder line, and here's the return line. You can go. Line everything else from this now, because you got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Yep, brilliant. Okay, so this guy simply needs to be here. Yeah, and we do this. Yep, and then we're going to put 3 simple balances straight afterwards. And I think that means 1 2 and 3. I think it means like that. So once I split it, I then say, no, I need the other guys to come across, don't I? So they've got to come across the other way. Yeah, that's not how we want that. Yep. Yep, sorry. I pledge not to make that noise. Here we go. So we'll be taken from this line, so we need to replenish up to this line. So it's going to be like this. Is it? 1 2 and 3. Yeah. Here and here. I think that's how it's going to be. Yeah, we're trying to bring things over. I think that's it. I don't like it though. I'm going to leave it unbalanced at the moment, and we're going to fix that up in the future. I think we'll get to the balancing a little bit later. Let's just get this bussing about. Okay, and then after that, I want to put a series of, let me have a gap of 1, and then put a series of adjusters. So let me put this back and grab my yellows. Now, these guys, I'm going to say from the first available, and outputting on the first available. That's what I'm going to try and have as my kind of rule for this bit, and we'll see about that, rather than putting them in banks of 2. So it's going to be that. Now we want to see what we're making. It's going to be this. Hang on. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Is it tab or Q or E? E. It's E to get out of it. Right, brilliant. I prefer to do that than not copy and paste. And then we've got power. We're going to think about power. Now, that's how that would go. These would make these guys. Now, these would then go into the balancer. The balancer. Now, let's see what side they get put out on first. So we will power it up. And I'm thinking at the moment, the middle of the bus, let's put power here. No, let's put power here just for now. And I think power is probably one of those things we're going to move at some point. Let me do the proper run. And that's a shame, because I probably could have gone straight down, but let me do it anyway. Yeah, and we don't want that. Slightly off. That's all right. Let's just make it nice. We're going to clear you. Thank you. little tree in the way there. Yep, and then we'll do this, and then say this, because it kind of looks like a straight line. Okay, little rigmarole there going on. Okay, that's going to power these guys up eventually. And now we'll put a power line. Let me see about the power line, see how they're going to reach. So I think I'm going to put them, yeah, I'm going to put them straight after it. So if I put it there, no, hang on. If I go, well, let me see about this, because this will do 2. So if we put a third unit in fact, let's put 4 units in, because we know we'll need them eventually. And if I had to copy those ones, I believe the recipe would copy. Should we find out? Yeah, let's try and work out how to do this a bit better. So if I go like this, and there, no, the recipe didn't copy. Okay, so that's brilliant. Okay, and we'll go up here. So it's here. Yep, it's there for the moment. And then returning on the earliest, popping in these guys next. Here and here and here and here. And now let's just talk about the power lines, and I think it's going to have to be on either side. So if I put them in the middle, if I put them there just before that one, that means I can put them there just after that one. That will kind of work. It will work. Kind of powers up okay, doesn't it? Yeah, it does now. And then all we need to do is so let's get these guys in their right positions. They'll then go here. Oop. Well, actually, they'll go there. And then we can talk about having them kind of the right length. So that's the right length there. And then there. Okay. Now, that should start getting these guys to output on the outside belt. Rightio. So that's what we want to see. So my balancing line is going to be here for the moment. And this is a very, very simple balancer, and I've found a slightly better version of that. Let me go down here, but this will go here, and this will balance it at the moment. Okay, it'll balance it fine. We can now put some undergroundies in here to there. That's what we designed it for. Yep. And then we can put some undergroundies in. Well, we're going to have to start kicking off this bus now, aren't we? And moving some trees. So it's going to have to be just these guys here, because we only want those top 2 lines. But nonetheless, that's trees gone. Now I could use a shotgun and lose all the wood, but I'm going to keep the wood because we're going to be putting in a lot of power lines the way I'm placing them just there. So that'll be cool. Okay, this is not bad. I think this is getting there. Yeah. We really need that extra axe, don't we? Yeah, I think we need there's a better axe. Shall we go have a look at that? Where is the better axe? Here it is. Now, to get this guy, I need a prerequisite. What is it? He needs these guys. And to get them, right, 50. So we get those guys. So let's start that research. And actually craft a few more of those just while we can. Grab a whole lot of this stuff. Grab a few of these guys, and I'm going to run straight down. And I'm going to just grab a few of them as I go down, not too many. Just to get a few things going. Yep, and we want to get to Mr. Research Land. And did I put the extra labs in? I did. Brilliant. Good, good, good. Okay, so these labs are very temporary location, but let's put an extra 2 in here. So we'll go 1 and 2. And now what I want to do is go half and half. Oh, hang on. All. Bring half of those out. And that should be around 10 in each. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it should be about 10 in each. So we should fly through this. And we've got some more being processed as well. So we'll come back and check on that. That's going to take a little bit of time. But it's going to help us get that extra axe, isn't it? It is. It is, it is, it is. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, let's see about this. Here comes the darkness. We could put some lights in. Shall we put some lights in? Let's put lights here so we can grab them nice and easily. Yep, we've got quite a few lights there. So I'm going to put them next to these power poles. Just so they make it nice. Yeah. Here we go. So we got some lights going on in the bus, which is kind of cool. Okay, now what's happening? Let's see about this. Let me see how. Yep. That's right. Yep. So we really just continue this along. Let's get this guy going, just so we get this bussy feel. Bussy feel. Okay, Yep, brilliant. And then these guys, we want 2 of them because it's just those 2 there. In fact, if that's the case, what we need to do is to get rid of this. Sorry, these are all gone. And these are all gone. Because it is a 4, but we don't need anything behind it because this is the line that it comes into. Okay, let's change. Let's put that. So these guys will be. Ooh, they're coming off this. Let's get the undergroundies going in. So it'll be here to here. Yep. And then it's simply going to be. You're going to go straight into that. And then at the first opportunity, you're going to do this. Yeah, and then that is going to be the continuation of the bus there. So let's go as far as we can. Let's just go to here, make it there. Brilliant. No, we can do that. Ooh, what's in the way? A tree is in the way, is it? I couldn't even see that tree. What's this tree doing? This one's in a weird spot. Okay, that's good. There we go. It just looked a bit odd. Do that. Chop that off, make it nice, and connect up this. Okay, so this puts the silver cogs onto the bus, and that's the first thing that we've got automated, and we really got it sorted out there, but that'd be good. Okay, and we'll use those guys. Now, what I want to do is I want to bleed off the next one and start talking about spacing between the next array. So this is probably expandable. You could now, when we build the next thing, and it will be these guys. You could actually have them. The transport belts, we could actually have those guys making their own cogs, but I've chosen to do it the other way. So I do realize there is probably a more efficient way. I want to do this kind of the bit of the stitch up way. I was going to say a bit of the Shane way, but let's say the stitch up way, shall we? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Now let's think about the spacing in between. I want to clear all these trees off, but in between the episodes, and then we'll start growing everything. So I'll do that. I'll get in and clear most of the trees here. Look, really, I need to just clear it here and then grow down as we grow. So these guys can stay. They're a good buffer for our sort of pollution. And good for that. Right, how is all that going? Let's get some more of this guy's made up, and let's get some more of those guys made up, because I don't think I'll need anything else being produced. I'm just going to do a few of them. Oh, I should put those turrets down though. Let me put those turrets just here. I did make some turrets. I forgot to put them down. So let's pop them all here. I'll just put 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if putting them together is a smart idea. Aha! Our friends. Our friends. So this is, at least we can see now, and if I scroll down I can start to see it a bit, whereas here I still can't see what's going on, but if we were to scroll in here we could see it. These guys, like I said, that's just a worm, and we'll probably sort him out very soon because he is pretty close to where we need to be. Okay, next thing. So I think belts is definitely the next thing, and belts are going to go into a chest. Now what I'm thinking is trying to make a little bit of a mall in this area, so have everything being produced, and if it goes back onto the bus, great, but if not, it goes into chests along here. And then what I want to be able to do is run along a clear path here that's always going to be left clear, and it's got little grab chests, and I can go, right, I need these, I need these, I need these, and I always come along here to grab them. So it's kind of a bit of a bus, but with a bit of a mall built in. Hoping this theory is going to be okay. It's a shame because I actually need to go back. Strangely, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's improve the game remarkably. Remarkably? Yeah, let's do that. Remarkably. Let's do that by taking these guys, goodbye, and bringing them closer to where we are. So we don't have to keep running down. Okay, let's take our fast belt back up, or our belt back up. Yep. Production. See, we can just set and forget it down below. It's all just, it's smelting and it's lovely. And I'll tell you what I'll do is we're not going to use this room much. So let's do this. You're going to be, say, there, and you're going to be, say that. And I think I might even be able to do it with just one, please. And I've got 4 of these guys. Yeah, because I can go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now I've got it all happening. So if I do this, hang on, if I go that, and then I take half of that, Should be able to pick up that and put them in there, and take half of that. Should be able to pick up that and put them in there. Everyone should be relatively balanced for the moment, and we're getting through some of this. And we're making up some more red science, and we're going to make even more. So let's just do a little bit more. Okay, brilliant. Okay, belts is the next thing. There we go. So now we should be able to get this axe, please. We need 50. So let's see. Let's just grab a few more anyway. And we'll go and put them in a bit later. Let's get the belts going. It's the very next thing. So we are going to have to get rid of a few more trees here. But the axe is on its way, so that's nice. Because this takes, at the moment, or how many clicks does it take for a tree? I mean, some of them are 3. Yeah, and I think the axe will make sure that they're all 1 or 2 clicks. I think. Let me see. Just want to be able to see some of this. It's probably as south as we need to go, but right, that's good. Okay, the axe is on its way. Brilliant. Okay, so let's think about spacing now between the next guys. So I want to leave a spacing of 6 or 8. So I think I want to leave 8. So if I go here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough, 6, for the arrays. Yeah, I don't want to leave any more spacing than that. We're going to be really... Yeah, so if I do this, this will be the next line out. So this is this line here, and that will be that. And if I have a look at that, I think that's going to be... Let me see about that. No, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice little spacing. So 6 is good. Okay, so we'll do that. So there's your line coming out. And we want to start making... well, let's put the first one in. These guys. Yeah. Because this does leave me room for two things to be placed. One thing I haven't done at the moment is I haven't allowed for a double line out here, like 2 different feeder lines. If I need that, I'll be using split lines. And we've got a little bit of real estate down here to do that. I'm wondering whether or not I should have left a bigger room here. If I want to start putting in my little split lines, you know, I suppose I can do it within the bus, can't I? Yeah, I can back it in the bus and try not to encroach this space at all, because this is where I want the mall to be. Yeah, let's see about it. Let's just see about it. I don't want to overplan it, and which is, you know, it can get that way, can't it? Okay, so this guy here is going to be belts. Yes, you are. And belts are going to require... Well, I suppose I can just, the best way to just do this is belts are going to require these and these. So 1 and 1, iron gear, wheel, and those guys. So let's do a little creative thing here and go, okay. Now, our friend here. Yeah, our friend here wants to do, okay. So if I do this again, that will work. But then you see, is this going to work? Yeah, that could work. And then that would go like that, because he's still going forward. And then this guy, I'm thinking, is going to be like here to here. That's going to be too close. Let me split this guy off one earlier. So let's put him there. And say, right, we still need to get to here. And it needs to be either side of this belt. Yep, and that would do, so that would go like that. Yep, and that means this guy can continue under. But he can be a bit further. Let's put him there. Let's put him there, actually. Let's put him there. Give him a bit of room. We'll see about this. Now, we need to split off of this, and I want to use it here as well. So there's a little, here's my little gap, and I don't mind putting stuff in this gap because this is not the run through. The run will be here to run down the middle of the whole thing. Where's the gap of 4? It wasn't, was it? No. Where is the gap of 4? We had 2, we had 2. Got 2 of these. This is a 4. We wanted a big gap in the middle somewhere, didn't we? After these, I think after these guys, I'm going to put a big gap of 4. Let's get rid of these guys. I'm not going to plan the bottom of the bus at the moment because I wanted that big, nice gap of 4. And I don't mind putting a bit of bureaucracy in these little gaps here, but I do want a nice little path to run down the middle of the bus later on. And I want to plan for that early on. Okay, here we go. So this guy has to split off about here. He's got to come up that way, yeah. So that's that. And at the moment, I'm just going to say, right, that's fine. You guys are doing this. You guys are going up. Yep. That's in the right spot. That's good. Okay, so then we would do an underground here to here. And then we go another underground from here. And I think it's going to want to go... Oh, that's a 4, is it? Hang on, 1, 2, 3. Why? Oh, yeah, because I'm not close enough. God. Right, that's good. Yeah, let's put it there. And I think this guy can just go now because he's in the wrong spot. He can now be swapped to there. That means everyone should be able to continue. So bus 2, 3. Oh, we ran out of belts. That's not good. Lucky nothing else was crafting up at the time. Okay, and then let's get this going then. So this guy's going to be... sorry. So he's going to be there. And I like the point to be at the same point. It doesn't have to, but we'll do it at the same bit. That's nice. That means these guys are here. These guys are here. And everything's continuing along nicely. Okay. So we've got the bus continuing, we've got the production coming off, things are reasonably balanced, and we've got the first line ready to go. So that is good. And now we want the return line, and I think I only want, let's just see, because I only want a couple of these guys making belts. I think we only need 2 at the moment. So let's just have 2. Yep. I mean, we don't need all those iron gear wheels, but we're making it as a bit of a template. And then we'll try and follow our rule, but I do need some more of these. I think the next thing we're going to make is some of those guys. I really want to start making everything. The thing is, I want to make everything. I want to try, well, not everything, but I want to make lots of stuff that we think we'll need. But I suppose we should be going for red science pretty quickly. Although, maybe we don't rush to red science. Maybe the best thing we can do is, just while I'm talking, let me head down and fill that science. Maybe the best thing, instead of rushing to red science, is we could start to really make up the things that, like these yellow inserters, the belts, the undergroundies. Maybe we could start to make all those guys up first, because that's something I never kind of do. Placing all that in there, taking half off, putting them in here, taking half of this, and putting those in there. Brilliant. Nice. Yeah, maybe we could start to think about, because every other playthrough I go straight to red signs automation, and it's great, and it's good to get the signs all kicking off. But I'd like to get a bit more of a utilitarian playthrough where it's what do I need? Everything's about what you actually need to use. Okay, let's go with the same power setup. So it'll be 1 under. Actually, this and this will do, and then I'm just going to make the next one in line with that. And then the next one has to be, well, I want these guys to be evenly spaced, so let's do that until we have problems with that. So let's just keep putting those in. This will be our main power line supply, and we want those to be in the nice spots. Yeah, I'll just put that there, and then this can be, ooh, that'll be fine. It's always going to be a bit iffy. Okay, so that'll make those guys, and let's do this, and you're off and running. So that'll do that, and we want our balancer to be here. This is where we always said. I think I'll move the balancer up 1. I can do that, can't I? Yep, I can move the balancer up by 1, and we'll be swapping this balancer out for something slightly more, well, slightly better, shall we say. Okay, that's putting on the far side, on the right side, as we're looking at it, so I just need to put these guys in here. That does that. Now that brings us a double belt, and it means, I don't know if we need double belt because I think I'm going to be putting this into a maul anyway. Sorry, into a chest anyway. And I want these chests to be, so there's the little bit here. So this is the square. This here is the square of the run through. Yeah. Mr. Running through. Just want to keep these as little placeholders. So we don't build on these. We just keep them here as little run bits. Now, are we making belts? We are making belts, and here's me crafting belts, but that's fine. We get a chest going. So there's the little maul, and if the maul was there, it would then have a, well, we need to get some crafting boxes going. So I only want the iron chests, and I'm going to get 10 of them. They're very quick to craft up, and I would want them so I can grab them. Would I want them here? If I put them here, which seems like a nice central spot, will this grab from both sides? Ooh. Just put this here and just hope for the best. Okay, I need a fast insert. Have I got access to fast inserters? Long-handed? No, I don't. Okay, cool. So, if I do that, now how do we get this guy? Limit part of the... Do we... There we go. So if I click on it... Right, let's do it. So we go here, we click, and then, so we right-click, and now we've got access to it. And I'm holding the control button. Is that... Should I not be doing that? Let me try that again. Do it again. So we click on it. So click on it and I just click on it and then hold it up. Okay, so I'm going to click it to 4 parts and make that the capacity. And I think that'll be 400 units. So let's see about it. And it's only taken from one side, which is interesting. Because I don't know if that's going to be good. Why is it taken from one side? Is it balancing at all? These guys are they going to be put across? No. It's interesting. It seems to still be working, but it's just a, yeah. Oh, I will need belts at some point for something else, and then, ooh. So maybe we want these on the bus. Ooh, that's the decision to make. See, there's the decision to make. Okay, we now have a better axe, I believe. Yeah, so look. Yeah. 1 click for each of these, which is brilliant. Okay, I'm very glad to have got that axe. That is really good. Okay. Okay, let's not spend the episode doing this. Excellent. Okay, good. Right, okay, cool. So we've got those guys. Now, let's start to talk about what else we think we'll need, and this is how the maul's going to be. So if I'm running along this bit, which is kind of silly, because, yeah, if I'm running along there, I could collect, and yep, that would work. So there's my pathway. Okay, pick him up. Don't need that. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this, because these guys look like I'm putting something in. So let's get rid. They just look a bit silly. I've got to remember to keep that clear, though. We can start looking at the pathways at some point as well. Got the little gap here, so I can run an extra array. If I wanted something early on that I forgot, I can run an extra array up there. I can come back in. I can put extra machines if I need to. There's a little bit of, it doesn't have to be perfect. The end goal is simply to get to Mr. Rocket. Okay, so we've got those. Let's try and make something else a bit more useful as well. So if we wanted to, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that either, please. We would like to go here. Now, these guys require 3 different things, and I believe we've got long-handed inserters so we can do that. So we need 2 separate lines going in. They need 3 different things, but they need electronic circuits, and those, my friend, are going to be, what's this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We were going to put electronic circuits right there, and then we were going to put the gap next to it. So I think that's exactly what we'll do. So let's do that. Now, what electronic circuits require first, because we may need an intermediate product. These guys require copper cables. Yes, so we'll make copper cables and iron plates. Copper cables and iron plates. Copper cables and iron plates. So we need copper. So we basically just need copper and that. Okay, good. So we've got some of these machines. We have, yep, and we need to put in 6 of these across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the line, yep. Sorry, hit the wrong key there, didn't I? Okay, good. So here is the line. It's going to be one of those double feeding lines again, and it's going to come from there. Yep, because it's going to have iron plates on it. Okay, and I'm going to have to make this a little bit clever because it needs a machine to... yeah, it's going to need a little machine to make the copper, but that's all right. We want to still do this on one fed-off line, so that's good. Okay, do we want to make this exactly the same? Does that kind of work? It does. Yeah, it does. I think it does work, yeah. So let's do that. Let's put a splitter here. Let's put an undergroundy here and here, yeah. And then we'll put a another undergroundy from here to there and put the other turnaround there. This is the copper. This means that this can be split here because that's that. And that means that can be up there. And then the other one can go straight out, which would be nice. So we can do this. That brings the copper in. Do this, and that brings that in. I think we're about to get it. Are we? Yeah, that brings them both in and makes it nice. Okay, that's good. So I think that works. That's how we do it. Yeah. And of course we must be using, because we won't be crafting belts anymore. I've got to remember that, you know, because it's like me just to go and craft the belts, but really we don't. What we want to do is let it build up and then really is increasing all this, isn't it? Oh, like, look at that automatic little, that was a little automatic thing. I didn't realize it did that. Let me do this. Thank you. Nice and quick on that one. And so we can see what's going on, please. Yep, and now we've had a bit of time. Let's do what we should be doing and going up here and going click, and that gets us 265 belts. Nice. No crafting, no holding up the crafting menu, so that's good. Okay, we grab this one. Now we want to put the first one here for sure, because this is going to make us, hang on. So this is, wait, this is circuits? Yes, it is. This is circuits. Okay, good. So we want to make the first thing we need to make is copper, and then we'll put that there. So this one will be copper, this will be circuits. Okay, so let's continue this up. Yep. And so this will be yellow. Put it here. No, put it in the middle. See if we can do it like that. So you're going to need this guy to come in, and then this guy to go from... now he needs to take from the far side, so he'll do that. But we need the second line. Is it? Do we need the second line? So that's these guys. So these should all be across one more, because we need the extra line to come in here. Hang on. Oh, no, we're just making circuits. God, I keep getting confused and thinking we're putting 3 lines in here. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. So you're going to be circuits. No, you're going to be, sorry, copper. Oh, God. How do you change this? Pick something else. All right, copper coil. And you'll be circuits, please. Yeah, everything's good. Let's do this so we can get this kind of looking proper again. Where are the power lines? I can't even see the power lines. Yep. Okay, so the first one we want to be, say, here. That's not bad because that gets everything at the moment. And then let's do its equivalent across. That means the next one can be here, and the next one can be here, and it's exactly the same as the rubbish one we had earlier, so that's nice. Okay, so that's kind of good. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of bend out a bit, but that's all right. I might just do this, and then this. See if I can get that power line to place slightly nicer. Yeah, that would be better, because now it goes in the same way as this. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. So you'll make that, and that means what you're making can come down here. And it's only out of this one. Right, so you're making circuits. You got those guys. You're on the wrong side of the line, are you? Uh-huh. Right, is that the wrong side of the line? Because he can only take, he's taken from the opposite. So if he was to, yeah, he needs to get those guys, so they have to be on the other side. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. We have to redesign that down below. He needs to be on the other side, doesn't he? Is that right? Is that what's happening? Once he gets those, he can't take from the close side, he takes from the other side. Then this guy, then he's going to have the same problem. So these two can't be on the same line. We don't have filter inserters, do we? What have I got here? Long-handed inserters, burner inserters. Right, we don't have filter inserters at the moment. So this is how I want this. Is this, why is this so difficult? Is something not right? Have I not powered it up? I have powered it up. Everything's powered. Yeah, okay, so if we had these reversed, you would be fine to get that. Because you need copper cables and then them, and you'll be getting 3 of those guys. Yeah, so if I just reverse these guys out, the problem is it gonna, he's got the 3 of those because they're on the outside. So should I just have separate lines for these? Would a long-handed inserter work? Right, let's try and reverse this and see if we can get these swapped around. Ooh. Okay, this is where it comes off the rails for me for Factorio a bit, because I don't really get some of this stuff, as you can tell. Okay, so let's try and build the same thing that we just had there on this side. Let's build this down here. Yep, so let's say, right, you're going to be off but 1 back. That's not good because of the power thing. Oh, you know what? We're going to have the power wherever we can. Yep. They'll be replaced at some point anyway. Okay, so you're going to be, what is it? 1 good, 1 back. Yep. And let me see if I can do this. And what we'll do is we'll go, ooh, let me see. Can I make this? No, I can't do that. Why not? Well, if we put an undergroundy here, we can. Now we can do that. Oop, sorry. So now we can do this, and that would then put it onto there, and that would then hit an undergroundy here. So this is the line we are trying to get up there. Yep. Okay, that's good. Let's put it here for now. Yeah, let's just put it there for now. Okay, so that's how that would be. Ooh, these guys are going to feed on though. So I just want to do that to that for the moment, so we don't have too many issues. Can we have this going up, but these guys can get rid? Just going to get rid of these for a little bit of... Well, we can get rid of all of them now, actually. That'd be all right. Let's see about this. Okay, cool. So let's get this going again. So you spin in. Hang on, you're split off, and then you go into there. That's kind of what we need. Right, let's do it like that. Okay, so that's that, and now all we need is to have oh, this would work, actually. This would work if we do this. So we can do this. Then we can go... actually, no, we could just simply do an underground here. Yep. Ah, yes. Split it. I don't want to go into that, do I? No. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We can just do this. That's good. So let's do this. Up, in, and in. Okay. So that means these continue, these continue. This actually gets into there. So now we've kind of got what we want, but I still don't think it's going to work. Oh man, this is getting a bit annoying actually. Let me see. So that's that is working. Right. So what is happening here? So this guy take from there. Now why does that work? So he's quite happily to take from the outside. This guy will take from the inner. I think it's because the first preference. So what we're saying to this guy is your first preference, whereas this guy doesn't have a sort of preference. I think it's got to do with that. That's how that would work. We would then. I don't know if I need these balances, but I'm going to put them on. No, we want to put this back onto the bus, don't we? We do want to put this back on the bus. So let's get ourselves another one of these groovy little things here for now. We'll put you there. And we'll put this guy coming down, please, and the next one going in here. That's a simple little situation. That's good. Now what we need to do now is work out where the bus is and just complete this last section. Cool. Okay, so let's get rid of a few more trees. Nice quick chopping of the trees. Sorry, quick chopping of those trees, please. Can you chop these trees? Alright. Don't even know where I am there, that's fine. Okay, so bring these guys across. Bring these guys across. Have we got any belts? Yeah, we do. Good, good. Okay, so you go across, please. We want to get you up to... Let's get you a few more. So this is where we'll go to for now. Yep. Do this in the little gaps so we don't do that. Split, split, splits. Yep. And then we want to start putting in the circuit. Okay, ooh, let's go down here. Just kind of chop across, horizontally walking. Don't want to chop too many trees off here because, like I said, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, that's good. Right, so the next one is circuits. So we would have the circuits coming in, and this is quite simple here because then you just go down to there, down to here, and then down to there, yep, and then splitter. So we go there, and then feed it in with this bit, and then these guys are here. So all of a sudden, we will have this working. Right, green circuits. Okay, so this is pretty good. I think it's a nice length for the episode. I think we'll probably leave it here. You can see the production. Look at the slow production there. So I'll double this up in between episodes. We'll go and check on our little biter friends in a sec. But now we've got a bus and we've got some things being produced, and we've got two examples of things that are going off the bus. Like we've got the iron gear wheels or silver cogs or whatever you want to call them. Iron gear wheels is the official, and back onto the bus. Then we've got an example of this one where we're making it locally but producing into a sub mall, and we're going to have a little run through right along here. It's going to be quite nice, and we can go along and do things like this and collect, and we can walk to the next thing and collect and collect, and our running will be faster because we'll have a track along there. So here's me talking about putting a running track in somewhere in the bus, but it may just be that it's at the top, although I think now that we're going to have 4, 2, 4, 2 and 4, I think the next 4 should be a gap, and I can do a double running line there. That could be quite good. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that is nice. I'll keep this one maybe clear. Well, who knows? When we get going, once we start using more of the iron gear wheels, I'm sure we'll have some bureaucracy in there as well. But that is been how it is at the moment. I've been enjoying this immensely. This is a Factorio, and I'm calling it Lakeworld. Yeah, Lakeworld. Let's check on Lakeworld actually and see our friends. So this is the red is the smog, or the pollution, and the clear is what I can drill down and see when I do this because of my what, not turrets, but my radars. That's them. So that is brilliant. Our little friends are not even coming close, but we'll keep defending anyway. It's going to be all about defense as well at some point. It's going to be like lots about research, lots about defense. I'm going to continue the bus upwards, but anything military related, I'm going to start building on the bus downwards. So there's going to be two sides to the bus. So I do want to have worked out where the boundaries are for the bus and leave a little bit of redundancy for late game for things like oil, sulfur, things like that. So I just need to keep the research up on those. We'll have the width of the bus. By here we will have cleared the coal patch. And the bus will go like this and down, and it will be, yeah, it'll be fairly big, but good. Any suggestions, comments, please leave them below. I read everything, I reply to everything, and I appreciate everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Factorio Lakeworld. Cheers.